Good morning and grand rising. I hope you all are doing well who are on the right side of justice. Good day to everyone. Good evening, wherever you may be on the planet. I hope that you all who have been in the way of celebrating Thanksgiving had a great holiday weekend, a safe weekend. And I am also wishing you ahead of time a happy holiday season going into the rest of December. Today is December the 4th. It's Wednesday, December the 4th. And I am here to talk to you about something that I saw on my timeline this morning on my homepage on YouTube. And so I'm going to show you the advertisement that was on my homepage, and what I'll do is on my community page I will show you the screenshot of it being on my homepage because I recorded it, but I wanted to go ahead and do a separate screen recording. That way it was clear and there wasn't a mixing of content and background pictures for my gallery and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screenshot of this advertisement being a very powerful synchronicity on my homepage. I'll put it under the community page tab on this channel and on the StarFire Alchemist, because I'm going to post this video to both channels. You all may have noticed to read my community page that I mentioned a karmic witch who had been doing spells on me, and I called her in my reading. It was in my Tupac reading within the first 18 minutes or so, somewhere around the 15 to 16 minute mark, maybe around the 17 and a half minute mark, or 17 minute and 30-second mark of the Who Murdered Tupac reading. Notice that the reading is about murder, right? Okay, so this is about a setup and an untimely death of someone who died, who was from LA. Okay, this person who I mentioned in the reading, I described a dream that I had, and so that people don't have to go all the way back if they don't want to, I'll just tell you what happened in the dream. In the dream that I had, first of all, let me go back. Let me take it on back to September of 2024. In September 2024, I started feeling this karmic witch's energies real close to my energy. So basically a spying sensation. And what it felt like was when people get in my energy that are not supposed to be in my energy, and they're there for malicious malicious readings. Yes, God, expose that shit. Malicious readings. So getting readings done, trying to find out about me, about my divine masculine, about my life path, about what's going on with us and all of this kind of stuff, getting malicious readings. So going and getting readings for a malicious reason to find out how they can fuck some shit up, slow some shit down, and interfere. So back in September, I started feeling, and it was really late August, I started feeling this person's energy, and her name is Bree Coulter, Bree Coulter, Colter. And in the Tupac reading, I said it's a model named Bree, and it's spelled with two E's, Bree. And I did not call her last name at that time because I wasn't led to, I wasn't told to. And I said in that reading that I had a dream that we were both at this, that I walked up to this strip mall where it was a beauty barbershop combo. I had my nails done and my hair done. When I had approached the shop, there were people in there getting their hair cut, getting their hair done, and I couldn't really identify particular people. These were just representatives in the spiritual realm or in the dreamscape, and the rest of it is more important. So as I walk in, I walk to the back of the shop, not behind the door or behind the walls where you can't see me, but just towards the back of the shop where there was more of like a bulletin board of business cards. There were photos. Anybody who's been in a black barber shop, you know that they usually have like a picture on the wall of all the different haircuts you can get, fades and Caesars and all these different, and afros, parts. They usually have those in black barbershops, and usually those are in black barbershops that have been around for a while. And so that kind of information was on this back wall. There was a bulletin board with business cards, photos of people. And so I was standing back there, and this energy representing this karmic witch or either further former karmic witch. Either way, at the time she was a karmic witch, and I'm going to get into what she did to me and let you all know about that in regards to the community post. This energy that was being represented as this karmic witch, it wasn't actually her in my dream. It was an energy that looked similar and that felt like her. In the end of August, early September of this year, I started feeling like this person was encroaching on my energy. And when I get to feeling like that, it's because someone is doing malicious things regarding my energy. They're either getting readings to find out how they can attack me. They're getting readings to find out other information to try to sabotage it, or they just don't like my ass, hate my ass, want to do something bad to my ass, or want to wish something bad or send something bad to me. And what it feels like to me is like somebody standing right next to me. So if I'm alone in my home, in my living space, it feels like somebody's right behind me and is following me around. That their spirit will literally feel like it's right up in my shit. And it's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And so I had to do my own personal spiritual working to get that bitch up out of my energy, because I kept seeing her face over and over and over in my mind's eye. I kept seeing her face throughout the day. I kept hearing her name over and over throughout the day. And I kept feeling like she was too close for comfort, meaning like if someone invades your personal space, if someone's standing too close to you in line, you're like, hey, can you give me back? Give me 50 feet, please. You a little too close for comfort. That is what happened energetically in August and September. I did not have to do anything else after I did my own personal working to get her out of my energy, to back her to fuck up off of me. The spirits told me that she was investigating me, getting readings on me, being too nosy about my divine masculine, who is one of her exes or somebody that she used to talk to. I don't believe it was a real relationship at any point. What it was they were just talking here and there, off and on over several years. And so when he comes around me, he naturally has my energy all on him, because I be all on him. I be all on him and he be all on me. So my energy is very strong. People can pick up my energy when I go to their channels. If I go to somebody's channel and I look at their picture, or I look at a video they've posted, they can feel my energy was there. That's how unique my energy signature is. So she was able to sense that he was around me and dealing with me. This bitch has been following me and watching me for years. This, I told y'all in my videos. For those who haven't heard it, no problem. I've got literally thousands of videos. I got over 1,000 on this channel alone, on Metaphysical Life Mastery alone. So for those that didn't hear it, it's all right. I'll re-explain this. Karmic people who are meant to be a headwind, as I described it in, I think that was it was the reading. What was the name of that reading? It wasn't the Tupac reading that I did. It was another reading, and the title is escaping me right now, but let me look it up actually, since I've got my information right here. In the reading, I talked about how these devilish people, it's called the karmic treachery reading about mother figures. Now, I said mother figures don't mean that these people have to have a physical child. A mother figure could be a female, just a female. It could also represent a male that is in karmic feminine energy. So a devil masculine or distorted masculine, not a divine masculine. And see, these readers, I have advised them before, and spiritualists, stop calling everybody a divine masculine. Everybody ain't no fucking DM. Every woman ain't no divine feminine. There are real devils out here. There are real energy vampires. There are real entities sent to literally destroy people so that they won't change life on this planet for the better. So this entity, Bree Coulter, knew about me for years. She knew who I was for years. I don't know how she found me. That's not important. The fact is, she had been watching me for years. And if you go and look at her profile on Instagram, which I am going to put the link for in the description box, she has an avatar where she is wearing her makeup just like mine, very similar. The only difference is she had red, or basically kind of like a burgundy lip color on, but she had on a satin or silk scarf, and she had on heavy dark eye makeup like I did in my Tupac reading when I mentioned her. So that is a sign right there that the bitch was copying me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a screenshot of my appearance in the Tupac video when I mentioned the bitch. And I'm going to put a screenshot of how she looked. And that way you'll be able to tell that the bitch was copying me, because she put that picture up after my reading. So I wore it first, in other words. That's how you can tell that's a fucking karmic sometimes. A lot of times is that'll be a copycat fucking energy. So I made a comment to my DM saying that, you know, this bitch is, I know it's a play on words, because on her profile, of course, her last name is Coulter, Colter, and she was calling it the Bree cult. She was calling her following the Bree cult, which is very narcissistic and psychopathic. And number one, she don't have no 6,000 followers. She has maybe a couple hundred. The rest of those is bought followers. So she was up in my energy. I got her out of my energy. She's been watching me for years. She been knew who I was and figured out that I was his divine feminine. Well, she decides that along with her family, they're going to do death rituals on me. In the dream, going back to the dream, there was an energy there standing to my right side representing her. Not actually her, but like a representative, a similar looking person, similar looking woman next to her. And she ain't a woman, she's a female. So a similar looking female standing next to me. And we were looking at these pictures. And I said this in the Tupac reading. We're looking at these pictures that represented model comp cards. And because I was already dressed nicely, I had my hair done and my nails done, makeup on, I was there in kind of a way of like, almost like, well, let me stop by here because I got a photo shoot coming up. This bitch being a model, she does do or was doing photo shoots, and she knows what comp cards are. COMP, comp cards are composite cards in modeling. So there was a flip book of pictures of ladies, black women and brown women who were very nice. So it was kind of like if you looked in a hair magazine, they were styled, beautiful ladies. And we were both standing there looking through these pictures, and I was flipping through. I was the one flipping the pages through the comp card pictures, and I was looking at all these ladies, her pictures, this karmic witch pictures, Bree Coulter pictures was in there. My pictures were supposed to be in there, but they had been removed. I knew I was supposed to be in the book. So I described this in the Tupac reading, which I will link in the box. When you have a dream of somebody removing your fucking pictures, that means they want you dead. That don't mean they just want you moved out of the way. They want you dead if they can get you dead. But the minimum that they want is they want you moved out of the way. They want you removed. The photo is a very, very precious artifact that ties to a person's soul and spirit. And that's why we can see orbs and apparitions in photos and on digital media, videos and stuff like that. And so my pictures being missing represented that she wanted me dead. That was her main goal, but she really wanted me moved out of the way at a minimum. She wanted me to get the fuck away from him so that she could vampirize his lineage and his energy by herself. Her whole family came together and put her on him so that they could stay alive. Y'all got to be careful about these devils out here. Don't just call them karmics. They're devils. Okay? They come around people with a high divinity, a high anointing, and a mighty destiny upon them. And what they do is they want to latch onto that person's energy so that they can stay alive. It's literally, we need to feed off of him so we can live. We need to be we need to have his children. We need to push her up to have his children, to procreate with him so our family tree doesn't die off, so our bloodline doesn't die off. That's what this fucking shit is. It happens to divine masculines and it happens to divine feminines. So be very careful about devils coming to you who are just feeding off of your energy. You may notice that things get very stagnant in your life when those motherfuckers are around. And the reason why is because they're feeding off of you. You may notice that you're not as creative. You may notice that they don't help you with any of your creativity. They're not helping you with your vision. They're not someone who builds with you. In other words, you all can't sit and talk about where your business is going. You all can't sit and talk about what you're creating and how you're, creating classes to help the community in a certain area. You all might not be, or likely not going to be able to talk about your vision, because usually those devils that are sent to feed off of somebody who is a divine masculine or a divine feminine, and it's not gender specific because a woman can be in divine masculine energy. I go between both. Sometimes I'm in DM energy where I need to be in my leadership role and I need to be very, logical, cutthroat, clear in the head, no emotions, and I need to be in King Uther Pendragon energy. I need to be in Pharaoh Hatshepsut energy in my masculine role, where I was the most powerful female pharaoh that ever lived, but I assumed that power as a king. The woman who became a king. That was my story as Hatshepsut. Those other female pharaohs that came after me, she was a queen. She wasn't a pharaoh. Cleopatra was a queen. She was not a pharaoh. Let's get that clear. Nefertiti was a queen. She was not a pharaoh. I was a pharaoh. Okay, so I reigned with the same kind of power and even more power in some cases when it came to the Egyptian or Kemetic Empire than the men did. And so you can do research on that if you want. You can look at my side-by-sides. The way I look today, I still look like that. My statue that's in the Met Museum looks just like me today. I've put the side-by-sides on my community page. I will put them back up today so that you can see them for those of you who haven't seen them. A bust of me or a chested up statue of me as Hatshepsut looks identical to me in this era, in this life. I look the same. I don't look no different. And so that was no coincidence. I don't have no control over what something they dug up in the deserts of Egypt looks like. I only have control over what I look like here. You can't fake your features. It wasn't no filters used or none of that. The features, the size of my head, the size of my nose, the size of my lips, the size of my ears, my neck, everything matches that Hatshepsut statue that they dug up when they were raiding tombs in Egypt. Okay? So they didn't get to my tomb. They found my bust and they found some other artifacts, but they don't know where my tomb is, and they shall not know until I feel like, or unless I feel like letting a motherfucker know. But that's my shit. Okay, just like I told him about King Solomon's treasures. They never found that now, did they? And when they went up in my cousin King Tut's tomb, all of them died within a short period of time of really mysterious illnesses. The death curse hit their ass for raiding the tomb. Howard Carter was not the one who discovered the tomb. It was a young man, I think his name was Hussein, who was a water carrier or just a helper along the trip, was helping those archaeologists, and he discovered the tomb, and Howard Carter, being the archaeologist, took the credit. You can go and look that up. So it wasn't even that white man that found the tomb. It was a person of color that found that tomb, okay, of Tutankhamun or Tutankhamun. So this bitch, Bree Coulter, has been trying to kill me for several months now. I don't know if she was doing anything before that, but it's been real heavy for several months because she knew about our upcoming union, meaning she knew that he was involved with me, and she's like, okay, well, I got to really get her out of the way now. She really gotta go now before he can do anything with her, before they can move forward. Let me get her out of the way. And so her and her family did graveyard spells on me and my life. Meaning they put me in the graveyard spell and they did whatever they could do to tear apart my health and my life. My bad, y'all. Hold on, let me pause this. I done went all through the damn thing. It may not record that. I don't know. It might. Shit. It's all good if it do. I can change my pen. My bad, y'all. My bad. I gotta make sure that I touch the damn screen before I get rolling in a long ass diatribe. Excuse me, not a diatribe. A fucking Spanish novella. That's what this is. A true novella. So she had said, I gotta get her out the way. So we gonna do her and her family. Her family's last name is Coulter, Colter, and the other family name is Freeman, Freeman. When I exposed that she was involved, people went and looked up the model Bree, model Bree, and they found her pictures and went from there. So they knew it was her. Well, when that happened, all she did was work harder. She had gotten my pictures off of the internet clearly and was chanting, "Die, bitch, die. Die, bitch, die." That's what she was chanting over my pictures every day, round the clock. Anytime she had private time, that's what she was chanting over my pictures. Her family and her was reading Quran scriptures because they are Muslims and they are or were a part of the Nation of Islam, NOI, and they were doing the Quran against me too. How you gonna use the Quran against the God that founded Islam? How you gonna use the Quran, stupid bitch? Stinking ass bitch, your fucking womb. You another one of these devils whose womb looked like Arlington National Cemetery with all them dead babies in it. Bitch, fuck you and your whole fucking family. I curse all of you. Every motherfucker connected to you. I curse you to death. Everything you touch is gonna fail. When I exposed this bitch in that Tupac reading, she lost her modeling contract with Hefner Management. She can pretend all she fucking want to. I'm exposing this shit because I have been sitting on this for a while. When I did the Tupac reading, that was at the end of October. It's now the beginning of December, so I was quiet about this for the most part, quiet with the details for a while. So her family and her were reading Quran scriptures. How you gonna read Quran scriptures against Allah? I came before Allah. Allah is the feminine God, Allat, but that T is silent. So Allah is really Allah. That T is silent, so it's Alla. They added the H on later. How you gonna read scriptures against the God that founded your fucking so-called religion? And I'm not disrespecting Islam or no other Muslims. I am disrespecting this cunt and her stinking ass, dead ass, devilish ass bloodline for trying to kill me. That's some ridiculous shit, yo. That's like saying if you were part of Hinduism, that's like saying, well, I'm gonna kill the iteration or the incarnation of Lord Shiva on this planet. I'm gonna kill Shiva. Well, Shiva is one of the top gods in your religion. What are you talking about? It's like saying, I'm gonna kill Brahma. Yeah, I know that's an earth angel, and I know that's Brahma come back here in human form, so I'm gonna try to kill Brahma, but you claim you a Hindu. That don't make no fucking sense there. But the bitch ain't never been about thinking. Clearly she's got some stinking thinking, because her whole bloodline is about that shit. And that's why she tried to latch on to a super genius bloodline and tried to kill off me, another super genius, and my bloodline. See, bitch, you might have killed all them babies, Bree Coulter, with your 4 abortions, but you was never pregnant by him. You was pregnant by Gregory, right? You was never pregnant by my DM. My DM only has children with me in the spirit. He don't have no children, no flesh children on this planet with nobody, and he don't have no spiritual children on this planet or off of this planet with no person but me. I am his wife since before this earth ever was in existence. Before this earth ever existed, I've been his wife, okay? So it's no wonder that he's a leader in Islam and his wife is Allah, aka Allah. come back in here, aka Archangel Michael, aka Azrael, Israel. Okay, I have a lot of names. AKA Hathor, Hatshepsut, same name. AKA Nephthys, all of that. Venus, Hades, Pluto. How you gonna do death rituals on Hades? How you gonna do death rituals on Hades? That don't make no sense, baby. Baby girl, that don't make no sense. See, let me let you know something, right? Her parents did the Quran scriptures. They put my photographs in jars with graveyard dirt. And see, when I repost my old readings, y'all, because I reposted my October, November seasonal readings from when I did them in 2021. All my readings are timeless. So at any time that I repost them, they have a message in there or some kind of tie, synchronicity, or elements in there for your current period that you might want to check out. And it may not apply to everyone, but there may be something in there for the people that resonate with it. Just go with what your intuition says. Talk to your ancestors. Pray to the Most High. Ask and see, okay, is this really revealing a part of my story? And go from there. But my October, November seasonal reading from 2021, I reposted last month in November. Well, wow. In that reading, I talked about graveyard spells and graveyard dirt. When I repost my readings, these devils get out here like Isaiah Taylor Jr. from South Carolina, who's also a devil who been doing graveyard death rituals on me. Anytime you fucking with the graveyard, you dealing with death. That's what you want for the person. It don't have to be a physical death all the time. Sometimes it's death to their finances, death to their health, death to their fucking ability to think coherently and clearly, death to their ability to support themselves, death to their stability, death to their networking or their career success. Death comes in a lot of forms. It's ending and transformation. So when people do death rituals, usually they want a physical death if they are a devil and it's unjustified. Usually they want to kill an earth angel. They want to kill a star seed. They want to kill a god incarnate. Usually that's what they want. So a death ritual means I want to transform them from the living to the land of the deceased, to the land of the dead, to the land of the departed souls, the departed loved ones, whichever you want to call it, the other side, purgatory, hell, underworld, whatever, heaven, whatever you want to call your version of the other realm, where people who have passed out of the corporeal or the body realm, the flesh and blood realm, which is the 3D, into another form. They have transformed. They have transitioned. So these people that do this shit unjustifiably, they want to transform something that's going on to their wishes, which is usually the opposite, which is one of the reasons why that death card in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, I think it's the Rider-Waite-Smith Colton Tarot, Colton Tarot, because there was a woman who was an artist and at first they didn't credit her. I think it's the Rider-Waite Colton Tarot. Rider-Waite-Smith Colton is the proper name, but a lot of people, including me, I usually say Rider-Waite. That's one of the reasons why that death card is black and white, because the black and the white is duality. It's one side of the coin and then the white is another side of the coin, and that's why the High Priestess card also has the pillars of the Temple of Solomon, Boaz and Yakin, the black pillar and the white pillar, yin and yang, good and bad, as above, so below, living and dead, and so on. So their family, this bitch Bree Coulter's family, put my photographs in a jar with graveyard dirt, which was meant to physically kill me, but also kill off my opportunities. They also did actual graveyard rituals with my photographs. And she was also chanting and praying death over my pictures every day, every day, every day. When I tell you every day, sun up to sundown, this bitch was cursing me to death. Okay, which is ridiculous. So that's why I'm exposing her. She has had 4 abortions. And so don't let that holy rolling religious nut house, crack house, goddamn crackpot, religious Yahoo shit that her and her nigger family members purport to be on, because the bitch has got a dead womb. She's had so many abortions, she can't even conceive life. And that's no disrespect to other women who have done what they needed to do or wanted to do. We're not talking about you. I'm talking about a devil that was trying to kill me. I'm not judging you or anybody else about that. I'm talking about a devil that was trying to kill me, but yet was following me and wearing her makeup like me and trying to talk like me and erase that it was the Brie cult on her page and put that she was about motivation and motivational speaking. And next thing I know, she putting a book out and talking about a raggedy ass book called Strike a Pose. And fuck you, bitch, because the only pose that you're going to be able to strike is to bend over when I put foot up your goddamn ass like I have already. When I put boot to ass, bitch, and when I swing blade to fucking neck and head rolls. Those are the only poses you are going to have flat on your goddamn face. Lack thereof, when your head is rolling, that's the only pose you're going to be able to strike. God damn it. I'm the one who strike poses, bitch. And see, she thought she was going to get away with this with her reputation being spared. Fuck that bitch. So when I said I'm single, instead of, the post was, and it's still on my community page, I don't usually delete no posts. If I delete it, it's because maybe if a video was taken down, but even then, usually I still leave it up. It said, instead of the term or status single, I prefer quote unquote independently owned and operated. And in that, I proceeded to read that bitch's business down to the fucking ground. So she's had 4 abortions. While she was talking to my DM, she was fucking a nigga named Gregory behind his back. She was also sucking white men's dick. This bitch has been opening her ass and her mouth for white men for a long time, ever since she got in that modeling shit and became of age. Ever since the age of 17, she been sucking dick and fucking for money. She was fucking this nigga Gregory behind my DM's back, and then having the nerve to say, oh, he's stupid, saying my DM is stupid, he's never gonna know, he's never gonna find out. Yeah, I'm gonna get in that nigga pockets, I'm gonna run him down, I'm gonna rule over him, I'm gonna control him. Watch, he gonna come back to me. Then on top of all the death spells she was doing to me, she was doing love spells on my DM, doing come to me spells, putting come to me oil. I thought that was forbidden in Islam. I thought all that was forbidden in Islam. She was using come to me oil and come to me spells to get him to come to her, because she just had to interfere so he couldn't be with me. My DM has known who I am to him for over 6 years. He been knew who I was to him. He been knew I'm his wife. When I told y'all, for those of you that have listened for some time, that there was an African man that I married in the spiritual realm, and I thought it was one dude, and it was not that dude. It was actually my real DM, my real twin flame, who most people didn't even know that was my twin flame. Hell, I didn't either. And it was meant to be like that for security. It was meant to be like that so that I would get to the point of actually having my reign begin, which is Pluto in Aquarius, I being Pluto Hades. I needed to actually get to that portion of time in November 2024, unscathed, relatively unscathed pretty much, and alive, and still took a licking and kept on ticking. I ain't said I took a licking from this dirty cunt Brie culture. I'm just saying of all the warfare that I've been through and I've talked about, I got to the point of my reign beginning. So basically these motherfuckers that was trying to kill me wanted to get it done before that happened. Well, in them trying to do so, their family members have been dying. Isaiah Taylor Jr. has been doing more graveyard spells on me too, but his mother died in the past couple of years because he was attacking me. So when I told you motherfuckers on readings and other videos that when you attack somebody unjustified, it may not just hit you, it'll hit your loved ones too. Be careful about what the fuck you put your hand to, because your mama might eat it, your child might eat it, your motherfucking grandma might eat it, your daddy might eat it. You don't know how it's going to come back, because what he threw at me ricocheted back, boomeranged back, backfired on him and killed his goddamn mama and killed his grandma and killed other people in his family. So this bitch, her number is up too. Her family members' numbers is up too. Ain't nobody gonna throw no death spells at me or no other malicious spells and not have it backfire, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, as told to do it, as guided to do it, as sent here to do it by source, by the Most High, whatever you want to call the highest supreme intelligence, or the highest benevolent intelligence, whatever you want to call that. I was sent here to do what I'm doing, and that's what it is. So no nigger is going to stop it. No nigga is going to stop it. No cracker is going to stop it. No white female, black female, Hispanico, goddamn Asian. Nobody's going to stop me. Nobody. Okay? So I just had to let you all know what the fuck was going on, because this right here that I'm about to play was on my homepage, and this was a signal from the spiritual realm that some of these motherfuckers is going to be dead by daylight. Now, is it dead by daylight, meaning daylight tomorrow, December 5th? That is a 5 date. When you do the numerology, tomorrow equals 88, which is death, bitch. 8 is karma. 8 is ricocheting back. 8 is that figure 8 of infinity. When you throw it, that shit fall on back. Okay? What you put out, you get back. I've put a lot of good out, so I got a lot of good coming to me. Death ain't coming to me. I'm going to live a long, fulfilling, prosperous, and, prosperity is what it was going to come out of my mouth as. That must be what the spirit realm and the angels wanted me to say. But the angels of the third heaven have come and told me, say this bitch's name. And they didn't call her a B, but I'm just saying, they came and told me, yes, say her name. My DM is okay with it. He said, absolutely, because she tried to take you away from me and she tried to keep us apart. Fuck her. I don't love her. I love you. And he just said that part. Okay, so anyway, nobody's going to stop what I'm destined to do here but me. If I want to stop it, I'll stop it. But nobody else is going to have that spiritual authority to stop me. I am a God in flesh. And I have done the work that needed to be done to take the karmic debt up off of me and my lineages. All of my lineages. I have paid off all karmic debt. That's very rare. So my spirit is light. My vibration is high for a reason. Number one, because I follow orders and I'm obedient and I don't do fuck shit in the spirit. I don't attack people that are not justifiably supposed to be attacked. I don't do nothing to anybody that I'm not supposed to do. That is why I have the spiritual rank that I do. That is why I am able to touch so many lives in a positive way like I do, because I have positive energy. But when I need to get with a motherfucker and I need to slay, I will also slay. Don't forget, I've told you all, Michael, aka Archangel Michael, meaning me, I am a killer. Okay? Archangel Azrael, you need to look that angel up. That's my other name. That is a death angel. That is the Grim Reaper. Okay? Hades, you need to know what Hades is about, aka Pluto. This is all death. There's two sides to every coin. Michael being the law, being the archangel over law, EMS, emergency responders, helpers, and protectors, basically. Servicemen and women who help and protect and serve the community, and also who keep law and order. Michael, I rule over that. I rule over the law, as my identity as Michael. And on my other side, I rule over criminality as Pluto. Two sides of the same coin. Okay? So ruling over law and then ruling over crime. That's the same being, me. I've told you all that many of the gods have these kinds of identities, have these kinds of archetypes, rather, where one side is more of a light side or a benevolent side, and then the other side is I choose violence, a being violent side, as I said, not benevolent, being violent. Okay. Enlil, don't forget, my other name is Enlil. I have cleansed this earth of all human life before. That's what Pluto is about, death and destruction and transformation. And it's also about wealth and riches and things like that. And also crime, catching those that need to be caught, bringing justice on the Michael side or the Michaela side, Michael's side, bringing justice to those who deserve it, standing up for those who can't defend themselves and their family members, helping solve crimes, helping with cold cases and the like. But I wanted to tell you all what this bitch did because it's heinous. And what I'm about to show you was on my homepage. And like I said, I will put the screenshot for it being on my homepage, on my community page, right after I start uploading this video. And then I will put the side by side of me looking just like my bust that they dug up out of the deserts in Egypt. How is that? How is a random so-called what they call Black American female, which is really, I'm really Afro-Latin, I'm really Afro-Asiatic Latin, okay? How is that she looked just like this bust, this statue that we dug up over in Africa? Because that's my lineage, because that's my bloodline. I am Kemetic. I am that person that you dug up a statue of. That's me. All I did was come back in another body. All I did was come back in another body looking the same. Whatever you find, if you find my mummy, whatever, you ain't gonna find it without my permission. But I'm just saying, I left that and came back again. Left that and came back again. Was here as Julius Caesar, came back again. Okay, like I said, nobody's gonna stop me. Nobody. So this bitch tried her hardest, and that's why I'm gonna do my damnedest to destroy everything she is. I warned this hoe, and I told her, I said, you better leave whatever you doing. You better stop. I advise you to stop before you be sleeping in a sleeping bag on a park bench eating peanuts for dinner, bitch. I will destroy your fucking life, and those of your family members too, and your friends. All of your friends that you gossiped about me too, I'm going to destroy their lives too, because they shouldn't have been listening. They shouldn't have been enabling. I'm going to hit everybody, ho. Everybody. Now, check this out. This shit say Dead by Daylight, doomed course, but niggas don't hear though. They don't hear though. Tomorrow is an 88 date. 1 plus 2 for the month of December is 3. 0 plus 5 being 5 on the date number. The date number is just 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, the year 2024 equals 8. So you got 88 and 88 breaking down to a 16, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the 16 is that the star card, or is that the 17? Let me look that up. That might even, I know the 15 is the devil card. The 16 might be the goddamn tower. And also I wanted to clarify for you all, in most of my readings over the years, I have said that the tower card represents Scorpio. And I know that's the consensus of most people who read tarot and or who are well known or well researched, well read in the occult, and or who just know about tarot meanings. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the tower card represents a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, but it really, in my opinion, the tower card in the tarot represents Sagittarius, because the lightning is fire, and Sagittarius is the very next fire sign. There's the blackness on that tower card, the black background representing darkness of Scorpio, but then there's the lightning strike representing fire of Sagittarius. And I know that people say that Scorpio is the most fiery water sign. It is, but I'm just going to share that in my opinion and in my spiritual experiences and in the way that I divine. The tower card represents Sagittarius. It can represent Scorpio, but it represents Sagittarius to me. And so the temperance card representing the earth angel energy, the traveler energy, that is the Sagittarius main arcana. But I'm going to give you the intuitive version of the tower card of it being Sagittarius, because that is what I have learned throughout my spiritual experiences thus far, my divinations, and just reviewing the energy of that card. It's Sag. It's not Scorpio only. It's really both, but it's more so Sag. So I would say like the tower card is like 70% Sagittarius energy and 30% Scorpio energy. The death card is all Scorpio energy, and the judgment card would be all Scorpio energy, in my opinion, added on with a little bit of, I would even put Virgo up in that judgment card, because it's death and to rise again, and Virgo has to do with health. But I would even also add in there with the judgment card being represented by me, Pluto. I rule over the judgment card, and judgment being death and judgment being two Scorpio cards. Pluto ruling over both. That goes right back to what I said about being Archangel Azrael, the Grim Reaper. The Reaper is the one that comes and gets souls. Okay? So that's what's going on that Judgment card in the Rider-Waite-Smith Colton cards. The people are rising, they're being resurrected. So that's still Archangel Azrael, Grim Reaper energy, but it's also tying in there with Yeshua. And so, not trying to get into a tarot discourse, I just wanted to add that in there because it popped into my spirit, and it was something that I was thinking about saying to you all just the other day. So I'm gonna let you know. I think number 16 is the Tower card, because if I'm not mistaken, number 17 is the Star card. Okay, let me look this up for y'all right quick. Not for y'all, for myself. And then I'm gonna play this video, Dead by Daylight, Doomed Course. This bitch was on a doomed course from the start. And so is this nigga Isaiah Taylor Jr., who I have talked about for damn near 4 years now, attacking me. He has not stopped. He's still doing graveyard spells. He has been attacking my body. He's been doing the most. I don't know why this continues to be an issue for him, but he's just going to continue to go until he's dead. That's just all that is. I've told you all that some people who are devils sent here, they have their own powers. They don't stop attacking chosen ones, elect ones, and starseeds, earth angels, whichever you prefer, divine feminines, divine masculines. They don't stop until they die, y'all. They're always plotting against the chosen, the starseeds, the enlightened ones, the anointed ones, the divine ones, the sacred ones. They're always plotting and doing shit, sending negative intention, doing spells, hiring other people to get spells going on people, doing readings for malicious purposes, meaning watching readings to see how they can fuck up a person's life. Not just for the information for themselves, watching readings to see how they can fuck up a person's life, their love, their relationship, their money, and so on and so forth. These devils don't stop until they are no longer physically breathing. They don't stop, y'all. So don't ever, once a motherfucker is your enemy, don't you ever forget that that's your enemy. Don't you ever make peace with them. Don't you ever turn your back on their ass. Always be looking over your shoulder at a motherfucker that was once your enemy and was once trying to take you out or to take something from you that you rightfully have, whether it's your job, whether it's your love, your house, your money, your health, your looks, whichever. Don't ever turn your back on these fuckers, because they real bad out here on this planet. They don't stop. I'm telling you that. Don't ever let your guard down around them. So let me look this up. I just looked up the Tower card. It looks like it is number 16. So tomorrow represents a date of 16. This video up here says Dead by Daylight. So I'm wondering, is it dead by daylight tomorrow on December 5th? Or is it dead by the winter solstice on the 20th/the 21st? Is it dead by the turn of the new year? Which is it? For all of these devils, it's going to be different. It may not even be this year that some of them are going to get up out of here the quick way. Like I said, I'm going to knock these fuckers up out of the park. A lot of y'all out there I protect, and you don't even realize I protect you because you're not aware of it spiritually. And some of you, you're just not supposed to know who's got your back in the spirit. But I got heavy hitters in the spirit because I'm a heavy hitter. I don't have no weaklings guarding me. I don't have no weaklings protecting my children and my lineage and my destiny. I don't have weaklings that people can just mow through and get to me. If anything comes to me and I'm able to recognize it, it's not because the person did such a good job on their spell work or witchcraft against me. It's because I was meant to consciously know about it and either expose it or to consciously feel it and come up with a calculation and equation to damn that shit, to stop that shit. And by me doing that, by me getting in my motherfucking chemistry lab, KHEMISTRY lab, as the Cosmo Magi physicist that I am, not just a Magi, not just Mary Magdalene, Magdalene. That's not all I am. I am a cosmological genius, okay? And so by me feeling something that comes to me from someone doing a malicious act against me, spell word, whatever, evil eye, whatever, by me feeling that, I'm meant to create a solution for it and then share it with the people that are also going through similar issues or may encounter that in the future. That is why things will come through and I will notice it. That is why I will feel a little, a little itch or a little tingle like what is this they throwing at me? Well, it's because I'm supposed to overcome that and then show other people how to overcome it. Whether I teach them in the spiritual realm, whether I teach them in their dreams, whether I teach their ancestors and then their ancestors teach them, whichever, it's supposed to help the divine collective. It's not because a bitch was so cold with her magic that it got through to me. It got through to me because I'm a leader and I'm supposed to teach other people to lead in their own lives and take their power back. So let me check this right quick because I believe this is what it is with the tower card. Tomorrow gonna be a tower for some motherfuckers because y'all know that I don't just pop up with this kind of energy. Yeah, the tower card is number 16. Absolutely. So tomorrow is a date that equals 16. If you want to look up the angel number 16, angel number 61, angel number 88, angel number, you could even look up 1205, 1205 for tomorrow's date, or you could look up 05321, which is that date backwards, or you could look up 5021, which is that date backwards. Any which way you want to spin it. Right now you see at the top of my screen, it's 501 backwards, but it's 105, which still breaks down to a 6. So any of these numbers may be relevant. 43, which is a 7, or 34, 411. You see 411 is right here. Well, 411 is information. I was meant to tell y'all about this. I just said things will come through to me spiritually and I will feel certain little itches and tingles and like, ooh, and I'll recognize it because number one, I'm that spiritually perceptive and I have that much of a high intuition and I'm that gifted spiritually that I can pick it up. Number one. Number two is because I'm supposed to help others overcome these battles in their own lives, which I have no problem doing. And so, before I play this video for y'all, I wanted to give a shout out to my spiritual sister, SISTAR, sister, and let her know that I love her and I send her many blessings. I'm not going to say her name, but she was wearing a white blouse and a beautiful turquoise beaded necklace with a cross on it. And she was talking about camphor and sea salt. So she knows who she is. And she said that her spiritual mother taught her these things, which the angels told me she was referring to me as her spiritual mother. But I see her as my sister, not no, lower than me daughter. But I am a matriarch. So whichever she's comfortable saying, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for putting that message out, Sister Empress, for putting that message out about these graveyard spells because it was going on behind the scenes of my life and I just wasn't telling y'all about it. I've talked about it before when I repost readings. Whatever I'm talking about in that reading may be happening with me or may be happening with a number of people in the collective. So even if the reading is 3 or 4 years old, check it out. If you've been in spiritual warfare recently, check it out, because most of my readings are not only just talking about spiritual warfare, revealing the source, the persons involved in all of that, the purpose of it is also meant to teach people. But my readings also break curses off of people and provide a protective cloak, a protective hedge of boundary, a hedge of fiery protection, a force field around them that magic can't hit them. And if they feel any of it, it's only a small amount to teach them how to recognize when somebody's attacking them. If it's itchy, if it's, a burning sensation, whichever, if they notice different things going on with animals around their house, like a lot of crows, but you don't get a good feeling from the crows, that is a sign that somebody's doing spells on you. If it's not good crows and they're not one of your totem animals and they're not representative of like your divine ancestors, your spirit guides, or the departed souls that speak with you, that can be a representation of somebody, a dark witch or a dark warlock, or I'm just in, and not to demonize witches and warlocks, because I fuck with y'all. I love all people, as long as they not fucking bothering me. Everybody cool with me, long as they ain't got no disrespect and no malice towards me. But I'm just saying, a lot of times, for example, black crows being around and being in a flock in somebody's yard, or as you're driving, there's a bunch of them in the street that you got, and they right in the street blocking your path. Pay attention to that kind of shit, because number one, it's an attack a lot of times, and number two, if they in your pathway, they trying to block your pathway. So then you need to get busy on blockbuster work, roll opening work. First, what you need to do is send that goddamn spell work back to where it came from, and then after you get done fighting the spell work and sending it back, then what you do is you cleanse and consecrate and come back to the Most High, and the Most High can advise you differently, or your higher power, whichever it is, can advise you differently on what the next steps are to take. And what I would do is send the shit back. If it's okay with the higher power and it's justified and it's, you know, karmically proper to do so, I would send that shit back, then cleanse and consecrate yourself, cleanse your house, take a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower, wash your hair, wash your clothes, wash your bedding. If you were getting attacked at night, especially do that. And then I would then create a boundary of protection after you've cleansed it and basically wiped it out of the way. Then you put a boundary up and make sure that it doesn't easily come back, or that it doesn't come back at all. So this being a Tower card date tomorrow, which is what is channeling through to me, I wanted to thank this this spiritual sister of mine for putting that message out, because our message was about graveyard dirt, and it was about an ex doing graveyard dirt and spells and rituals and graveyard spells and death rituals. And that's what it was about. And they kept putting, the spirits and the angels kept putting the video up for me to see. They kept putting it as the next up video on YouTube, the next up video. So I'm like, let me watch this. And the title resonated, and I felt a pull to watch it. So I did. And so I wanted to thank her for that. And I sent her many blessings and much safety, protection, guardianship. And I just wrapped my arms around her of protection, because I know she's been under a lot of karmic attack. Not because she did something wrong, but because bitches are jealous of her. And so I want to also say happy birthday to another spiritual or soul sister who turned, I don't know, I'm not going to say her age, just her birthday's today. Her birthday's December 4th, and she's a cat lover like I am. And she said she was growing some tomatoes and sweet potatoes. So you would more than likely know who you are. Thank you so much for all the messages that you post. Thank you for allowing the Most High and for allowing your guides and ancestors to help me, because you have no idea how you encourage me, both of you. And my other soul sisters and soul brothers out there, thank you so much for all the work you do, and for the way that you send messages to me that are meant for my well-being. So I'm just gonna make sure that I send as much anointed blessings as I can to you in the spiritual realm. So I also wanted to say many blessings to the Empress, the God Empress, that, and these ladies are God Empresses too, that I was just talking about. But many blessings and much love, honor, respect, protection, safety, elevation, expansion, abundance, good health, happiness, love to this God Empress whose post that I shared. I wanted to tell her thank you so much, because I felt led. She may know, she may not know. She can check with her ancestors or check with her guides and higher power if she want to. But when people bless me and they have a special place in my heart and in my spirit, I will go and then bless their ancestors. I will go and then pay their ancestors' debt. See, y'all motherfuckers that hate on me don't have no idea what I do in the spiritual realm for people. You have no idea my heart. When somebody blesses me, I go and pay off the debt of their ancestors and then say, thank you, ancestors. Not only am I paying off your debt in the spiritual realm, here goes some money, here go a couple trillion to bless you. You won't need nothing for a long time. All of a sudden, they rich, wealth in the spiritual realm. That's elevating somebody's ancestors. And I'm doing it because I'm saying thank you for sending this one. Thank you for letting this one bless my life and bless lives of those around her and around him. That's me. So you motherfuckers that just hate and think that shit has been easy. Shit ain't never been easy for me. I have had a hard life filled with all kinds of abuse and sabotage and death attempts and all kind of shit been done to me. So you don't know what the fuck I be doing in the spiritual realm to help others. That translates to my blessings on this side. That translates to people loving me and respecting me and honoring me on this side. And so I'm gonna play this now, and then I'm going to read some scriptures because the angels told me to read some scriptures for you all. For those of you who want to play it back and listen to the scriptures, you can. The reason why I'm going to read the scriptures after I play this video is so that it can break curses and protect those who it's meant to protect. My voice is powerful. I know the power of my voice and my anointing. So when I get on reading scriptures and rebuking and casting out and blocking every fucking spell, every evil eye, every evil intention and hateful thought towards the divine ones that I am meant to protect and aid, that's what I do. And that's what gives benefit to those people that I do it for. And to Bree Coulter and her fucking family, I curse you to every corner of this earth and beyond. I curse you in every realm. I despise you. And everything that you touch will fail. Everything that your family and friends touch will fail. Every friend or associate or acquaintance of yours that listened to you talk shit about me, that knew you had negative intention towards me, every person that aided you, every person that gave you supplies knowing that you was attacking me, every person and family member that aided you and was also ganging up to get me up out the way because they didn't want this divine masculine to be set free. They wanted to eat off of him and keep they fangs hooked into him. They want to keep their claws in him. I curse you all in every possible way, in every conceivable and even inconceivable way, beyond human understanding. I curse you to a point where you will never be able to get it off, and won't nobody on this planet or off of it, in this realm or out of it, be ever able to help you. Nobody will undo what I, Hades, put on you. That's the damage that you do to yourself when you call yourself trying to block up my mission and block up the mission of other people who are divine. It says dead by daylight. I want you to look at this. It say 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes, and then the 5th strike, you're out. You see that on that avatar right there, right? Okay, tomorrow is the 5th day. 5 strikes, 5, the 5th day. 5 mean calamity, CounterStrike, and cataclysm. It also is going to be catastrophe for these fuckers that were attacking me. Let's get it. So for my bad, this is another video. I'm not meaning to click on that, but for the young lady, my soul sister, who let me pause this. I'm gonna play it again for y'all in higher quality. Let me put another quality on there. Here it is down here as well. So this looks like, this is like Oya energy. Oya rules Scorpio. There are different gods that all rule different zodiac signs and archetypal signs or archetypal signs. And so I was just making sure that I'm still recording. And so This gives Oya energy. This gives Urzuli Dentor energy from the Haitian Loa. This gives my energy as the Reaper, the Grim Reaper, and a divine feminine who has that kind of power in the spiritual realm. And it's talking about the hound leader or the hellhounds. I'm Hades. I have hellhounds. My hellhound is named Cerberus, the three-headed dog that helps guard the entrance to the underworld. So I'm going to play this again so you can see it in higher quality if you want. And there was on the screenshot that I'm going to put on the community page, it says here in the comments, oh, it's the person who let the dogs out. And the screenshot that I'm going to put on the community page, somebody wrote a comment on another video above it, and it said, hit dogs gonna holler. That's one of my old sayings that I've said about devil karmics. Hit dogs gonna holler. When you expose them, when you get on some shit that they actually doing, they gonna holler, meaning they be the main one yelping and talking, ow, ow, ow. The main one going off when something convict their ass, when something hit their spirit the fucking right way, not the wrong way, the right way. So when you get on something and they one of the ones guilty of it, they gonna start exposing themselves. And so I'm gonna post a picture also of Bree Coulter copying my makeup, copying my hair, and then I'm gonna post her Instagram page because I'm sick of this shit. I'm not gonna be in no third party situationship, relationship, or none of that. He had not chosen her, clearly. So regardless of which way he goes in life, this bitch don't have no right to change that. If he come and if he's with me and he stays with me, she don't have no right to change that. Neither does her stinking ass family members, fake ass, fraudulent ass, evil ass, devil fucking Muslims. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I'm going to make sure that Minister Farrakhan find out about this shit. Oops, he already knows about this shit. I hope all of you niggas get dismissed from NOI, from the Nation of Islam, for attacking me. I am a respected, world-renowned prophet, and you attacked me. Not even... let's not even talk about my spiritual identity that I've talked about at length in this video and others, and talked about on my community page, and my real identity. That's not just a spiritual identity. That's really who I am. I'm going to ensure that every person that is around these devils that were attacking me moves away from them, that they are ostracized and isolated like they wanted for me. One of the other things that doing graveyard spells on people will do is isolate them, because those who are interred in the cemetery or in a burial ground are isolated from the public. They're put in a casket sometimes people bury urns or a mausoleum, and they are isolated from others. So somebody wanted death energy on me. I told you who the somebody is. They wanted death energy on me so that I would be isolated and that everything that was good for me would dissipate or disappear. And this bitch, Bree Coulter, was also pulling this divine masculine's energy, making sure that his money didn't rise like it's supposed to, making sure that his creativity and his businesses didn't rise like it's supposed to. And so regardless of the level of success that he has and has had, she was hindering that. There was a glass ceiling above his head because of his contact with that devil energy, contact with that evil bloodline that she has. And so everybody that was around my divine masculine, which she was attempting and was actually feeding off of, but wanted to continue to feed off of, and so were her family members, everybody around my DM is also negatively affected by the proximity of that devil karmic. It's like the bitch having a disease, a contagious disease. And when she come around, everybody get infected. Everybody shit slow down. Everybody shit not popping. Everybody losing ideas. Everybody can't create and build and doesn't have the inspiration and the excitement about what they're doing like they used to. The bitch come around because she's the walking fucking dead. Okay, she come around trying to be around light beings, life givers, life carriers, and trying to suck off of their energy. And so when she go around people that have the righteous energy, the anointing, and are exuberant and are elevating and meant to expand, all that shit stop because that bitch is sucking y'all dry. Keep this bitch from around you. This what all of you gonna get if you stay around her. I swear to God, Any of you link up with her and think you're going to attack me? Any of you fucking bitches think you're going to gang up with this devil karmic and attack me? Come on, bring the fucking noise. Start the fucking party. Kick that bitch off. And you gonna see what the fuck happened to all of you motherfuckers. People have done 1,000 people against me and I'm still right here. Where them people at though? Where they at though? So anyway, continuing, my soul sister mentioned the one that I was just talking about that had the necklace on in her reading that was highlighting this graveyard magic. And as you can see, this is basically kind of a graveyard burial area in this clip. And I actually like the artistry. I like the graphic design in this. I love horror and I love video games too. So I think this is pretty cool. This is a nice little teaser trailer. But my soul sister in her reading that I just watched, I'm not even done actually. I've like got like 5 minutes left. She said that somebody may be from Louisiana. So I don't know the origin of Brie Coulter's family, but I know that I have Louisiana Creole roots and Afro-Latin, Afro-Asiatic Latin, American Indian roots because I am Marie Laveau. I came back from being Cacique Queen Anacayona of the Taino lineage on Hispaniola. So that's the foundation of Hispanics on the planet. Hispaniola, with that being, you know, the Dominican Republic and Haiti or Haiti. So I have that in my lineage, the Haitian voodoo, the New Orleans voodoo, the Creole, the cooking. I've done that all my life since I've been a young adult. I have had ties to that, and if you listen closely and you want to replay this or you want to listen to it on your own, you can hear the accordion in the background, which is a part of Zydeco music. Zidaco. Zydeco music is native and indigenous to Louisiana. So this is another tie, and I saw this on my homepage before I watched my soul sister's reading. So I wanted to let her know this is another synchronicity. Also, in my seasonal readings that I reposted, which I'll put the links for those in the box, I talked about how people be playing around in the graveyard and they're gonna fuck around and something gonna grab their ass or snatch their ass to fuck up, and that'll teach them playing around in that goddamn graveyard. Well, that's what just happened in this video. That's what just happened. The person got dragged by a hellhound and got G-checked by a god of the dead. I'm one of the gods of the dead, or the deceased or departed souls. That's why I'm a necromancer. That's why they come and talk to me. Like I said, when people do shit, they don't know who the fuck was watching them. So that's all I got to say, y'all. I'm going to put the links in the box. I'm going to put the pictures, as I said. I'm going to put my picture of me with my scarf on and Brie Coulter copying me. That shows that she's a devil fucking karmic. The bitch is a psychopath. She has had 4 abortions and she hates children. So I don't know why she would be allowed to be latching on to a divine masculine who really treasures his lineage, treasures the black community, treasures bringing up the generations behind us in the proper way, treasures setting a good example. People make mistakes, but what I will say is this bitch hates children. So you don't need to have Brie Coulter around any children. Don't let her fucking fool you. That bitch is a psychopath. She is evil as fuck. She has been doing rituals on me. And if you're in doubt, then all you need to do is pray to your higher power and ask your higher power if I'm telling the truth. If you want to, you can do a reading and see whether Brie Coulter was doing spells on me and trying to kill me and her family was. You can do a reading on me and do a reading on her. You can do a spread and say, hey, show me Maria's, which the interesting thing is my nickname is Brie, but it's with 1 E. That's the fake name I was given on my fake birth certificate. My real name is Maria Estrella Escobar Gaviria. And I got some more last names. Like Hispanics have a lot of last names, but I have more last names tying into my South American heritage and my African heritage. So she coming along and being attached to my divine masculine and her name being Bree with 2 E's also shows that the fucker was watching me and copying me, because she using the same nickname. Whether that's her legal name, Bree, or whether it's short for Brianna, Bria, whatever. The bitch has been copying me. She known about me for years. So you can do readings if you want to. Divine and ask and see who's the fucking karmic in this situation. Show me the devil out of these two. Is Maria the devil, or is this fucker Bree Coulter the devil? Ask and see what come out. I always tell y'all, trust y'all own intuition. I always tell y'all, go with what's best for you. So that's all I got to say. With that, I'm gonna read these scriptures and then I'm gonna hang this up. Pun intended. I'm gonna hang this fucker up. She already been getting her ass whooped in the spiritual realm. Oh yeah, let me tell you what else she was doing. When me and my divine masculine were together in private, if you know what I'm saying, she was sending jinn to attack me. Every time me and him would be together, I would get attacked by jinn. I would get attacked by demons because she was attaching demons, sending demons and jinn into his energetic field to report back to her and tell her what he was doing with me when he was around me and all of that. The bitch was doing a lot. Okay. So when I tell you, when I fuck people up, they ain't got no goddamn justice coming to them except for the justice that's due to destroy them, because they shouldn't have been fucking with me. This bitch had no right trying to fuck up his destiny or mine, whether he here for a long time or a short time. That's none of her fucking business. See, bitches need to stay in their fucking lane. My heritage is Japan. That bitch had no business being over there. That's a part of my heritage, okay? That's a part of my lineage. I've been in Shintoism for a long time. China and Japan is a part of my lineage. I've said that for years. I've talked about how I burned ancestor money and my Chinese ancestors didn't want me to leave. They invited me to sit down and eat with them in the spiritual realm. And when it was time for me to go, they didn't want me to go. They wanted me to stay so bad to the point that they made me miss my motherfucking flight out of the realm that I was in with them. They did not want me to leave. So ain't no fuck bitch trying to basically build herself and mold herself in my energy ever gonna get away with that. All of you people who do business with Bree Coulter and her family, you're gonna be cursed. All of you people that give her opportunities, you're gonna be cursed. All of you people that smile in her face and dap her up or do anything that says, well, at least you hit her, at least you hit Maria, I'm gonna curse your fucking shit too. It's already ready. It's already ready to hit you. Be careful. Be careful now. Be careful. We in sacrifice season now. We at the holidays. Your shit can be wrecked for all of 2025 on down to 2040. Pluto will wreck your shit. Let's not forget, I ain't retrograde no more. I'm direct, motherfucker. I got all my power. I got all my power and all my blessings are coming to me because I made it to this point. That's why motherfuckers was trying to kill me before Pluto and Aquarius came, before I went direct for the final time and not going backwards no more. That means some shit when you a God incarnated on this planet and you are one of the celestial beings, one of the celestial galactic lords. That means some shit when you're retrograde. When you're retrograde, you don't have your full power. When you direct, then you get it all back and you can fuck shit up. Watch this place change now. I told y'all Donald Trump was going to be reelected 4 years ago, and now he is. What the fuck you got to say about my gifts now? All you people that was saying I'm a false prophet, what the fuck you got to say about my gifts now? What the fuck you got to say about who I am now? I dare you to open your fucking mouth and disrespect me in public. I will destroy you in public. Stay out of my fucking way if you don't like me. Ain't nobody making you watch me. If you don't like me, leave me the fuck alone. None of you whores, none of you niggas who's trying to mold yourself in my energy will get away with it. Every one of you is under, your head is under the fucking guillotine. I ain't gonna miss, bitch, when I swing. I ain't never gonna miss. And neither are my ancestors, guardians, gods that protect me. My DM ain't gonna miss. He done shut shit down on motherfuckers for playing with me. And we'll continue to. And he said, and we'll continue to. So, starting with Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Most High, or the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver me, or deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. And His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near or nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shall you be able to behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, or the Most High, which is your refuge, or which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, or thy dwelling place, there shall no evil befall you, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. And I'm going to just pause for a moment and say, there's a reason why I'm reading King James now and not reading another version. Continuing, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, and an adder is a type of a poisonous snake. The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under foot. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him or her on high, because they have known my name. They shall call upon me, and I will answer them. I will be with them in trouble. I will deliver them and honor them. With long life will I satisfy them and show them my salvation. And so I'm just saying them so that men and women are included here. And that was Psalm 91. And I'm going to read, the next I'm going to read is Psalm 108. It says, O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise, even with my glory. Awake, psaltery and harp, which are music instruments. I myself will awake early. Let me check and make sure I'm still recording. Yeah, still recording. All right. Awake, psaltery and harp. This is verse 2 of Psalm 108. I myself will awake early. I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people, and I will sing praises unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reacheth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, and thy glory above all the earth, that thy beloved may be delivered, thy divine ones may be delivered, thy anointed ones may be delivered. Save with thy right hand, and answer me. God hath spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out, or divide out, the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine, Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Judah, or Yehuda, is my lawgiver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Over Philistia, or Philistia, will I triumph. Verse 10 of 108. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Wilt not thou, O God, who hast cast us off, and wilt not thou, O God, go forth with our hosts? Give us help from trouble. For vain is the help of man. Through God we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. Amen. Ashe Selah. To the reading of Psalm 91, Psalm 108, and now Psalm 109. Hold not thy peace, O God of my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about, or surrounded me, also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. For my love, they are my adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer. And they have rewarded me evil for my doing good, and have given me hatred for my love. Set thou a wicked man over them, and let Satan stand at their right hand. When they shall be judged, let them be condemned, and let their prayers become sin. If they pray to God while they're under judgment, it is sin. It is cast out. It is chaff before the wind. That's what I'm saying. That's not written here. That is what I'm channeling that the Most High have saith to the churches. Let these enemies' days be few, and let another one take their office or take their positions, take their jobs, take their businesses, take what they own. Let their children be fatherless, and let their wives be widows and their husbands be widowers. Let their children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of desolate places. Let the extortioner catch all that they have, and let strangers spoil their labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto them, neither let there be any to favor or give mercy to the fatherless children. Let their posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. In other words, destroy this bloodline. Don't let no more come in here and reincarnate. Once they die, that's it. Let this name be purged from this earth. Let the iniquity of their fathers and mothers be remembered with the Lord, with the Most High, and let not the sin of their mothers be blotted out. Let them be before the Lord, the Most High, or Allah, continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth, because that they remembered not to show mercy, but they persecuted the poor and the needy man and woman, that they might even slay those who were broken in heart. As they loved cursing others, so let it come unto them. As they delighted not in blessing or blessing others, so let those blessings be far away from them. As they clothe themselves with cursing, like as with their garment, so let it come back into their bowels like water, and like oil into their bones. Let it seep in. Let it be unto them as the garment which covered them, or covers them, and for a girdle wherewith they are girded continually. Let it be a binding, a garment upon them continually. All the curses that they put out, let it be a garment bound and a girdle around their waist continually. Continuing, I am at verse 20 of Psalm 109. It says, let this be the reward of my adversaries from the Most High, from the Lord, from the Most High, and of them that speak evil against my soul, aka my soul path. But do thou for me, O God, the Lord, the Most High, for thy name's sake, because thy mercy is good, deliver thou me. For I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded within me. And you don't have to say that if you don't want to, but it's just a prayer crying out and saying, Most High, I don't have a whole lot. I can't fight this alone. And so you can change the words as you're divinely led if you wish. It says, for I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded within me. I am gone like the shadow when it declines. I am tossed up and down as with a locust. My knees are weak through fasting, and my flesh faileth of fatness. So my flesh doesn't have enough fatness, and my knees are weak from fasting so long to try and get my prayers answered, is what David was saying when he wrote this psalm. King David, that is, of Israel. It says, verse 25, I became also a reproach unto them. When they looked upon me, they shook their heads. Help me, O Lord, my God. O save me according to thy mercy, that they may know that this is thy hand, that you, O Lord, O Most High, have done it. Let them curse, but bless thou. When they arise, let them be ashamed, but let thy servant rejoice. Let my adversaries be clothed with shame, and let them cover themselves with their own confusion, as with a mantle. I will greatly praise the Lord, the Most High, with my mouth. Yea, I will praise him among the multitude, for he shall stand at the right hand of the poor to save them from those that condemn their souls. And this is the last psalm, Psalm 111. It says, praise ye the Lord, praise ye the Most High. I will praise the Lord with my whole heart in the assembly of the upright and in the congregation. The works of the Lord, or of the Most High, are great, and are sought out of all them that have pleasure therein. His work is honorable and glorious. and his righteousness endureth forever. He hath made his wonderful works to be remembered. The Lord is gracious, or the Most High is gracious and full of compassion. He has given meat unto them that fear him, or are reverence, not fear as in, oh God, I'm scared I'm about to get struck down, but reverence and honor. He gives meat unto those that fear him or revere him, and he will ever be mindful of his covenant with them. He has showed his people the power of his works, that he may give them the heritage of the heathen. So the enemies, the heathen that didn't believe in the Most High and didn't abide by the Most High's rules, their heritage is going to be given to the divine, those that do revere and honor the Most High. So don't tell me about no reversible causing no bad karma. That's not what the Bible says. And those of you who teach that, you're in error and you're teaching shit that's wrong. The only time reversing or praying that what has been cursed upon you go to your enemies, the only time that's wrong is if God says it's wrong. If it's not God, if it's not wrong according to God, and what if a person is gonna do a reversible or return to sender, what they need to do is pray first. And if it's allowed and if it's okay with the Most High for them to do that, then there is no bad karma associated with that. So those of you who teach that better be careful before your life collapse, before you be under a mantle of curses for leading the collective astray. The Bible says the curses of the heathen return upon them. That is a return to sender. That is a reversible. That is the infinity sign. Know what you're talking about before you get up there teaching about spiritual warfare, before you get cursed. That go to everybody. Because you leading people astray and you making people feel like they are helpless, when that's not the case. The Bible says, return it upon my enemies, or return it to my enemies. Oh God. He has showed his people the power of his works, that he may give them the heritage of the heathen. The works of his hands are verity and are judgment, meaning are verifiable, are truth, and are judgment. And his commandments are sure, meaning are solid, are able to be stood upon, are foundational. They stand fast forever and ever, and are done in truth and uprightness. He sent redemption unto his people. He has commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverend is his name. The fear of the Lord, or the fear of the Most High, is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. So let me go ahead and open my damn phone back up. So anyway, this is the end of Psalm 111. Thank you all for bearing with me for this long talk. I wanted to go ahead and read that and just go ahead and put that mantle over all of the divines who are on the right side of justness, as the Bible said, who are in and walking in uprightness, who are doing what they're supposed to do and doing the best that they can on their path. I want to go ahead and pray that mantle, and I say Amen, Ashe, Selah to this reading of these Psalms. And I praise the Most High and give thanks and honor to the Most High for exposing my enemies and for exposing their machinations against me and others who deserve to be protected and given justice as well. That is my work upon this planet. Nobody will stop me. I will stop if the Most High tells me. That's that. So thank you for listening. I will be talking with you all soon. I will be having a new type of work that I'll be doing for the public, which is certain types of messages that I transmit across transmissions. There'll be certain types of transmissions that I will be doing for the public, but it's not quite time for me to do those. So I wanted to let you all know that my lectures will resume at not too long from now. My readings will also resume for the public. And I will also be doing a special type of transmission, and I will be putting that on another platform. That way you can have access to it. It'll be on another platform, but it'll be distributed across a wide variety of outlets. So you'll have access to that. And then you can just listen to, whenever you feel like it, listen to the transmissions, because what they're going to be is they're going to be transmissions from outside of this planet. They're going to be transmissions from beings that are not earthlings. Okay. that are not earthbound creatures or earthbound beings. And so I actually began designing that a couple of weeks ago. It was a couple of weeks ago. It was like early to mid-November, and I just haven't put it out there yet. I haven't published the work yet. I haven't recorded the first transmission yet, because I am waiting on some things to come to pass astrologically, waiting on divine timing. And then when that gets, present, when that divine timing is then present, I will then put that work out so you can listen to that. And then all the governments and the world leaders, those who are interested in the information, will get what the galactic beings are saying to the people of the earth, and they can move if they wish accordingly, as they use me as the vessel, as I am a prophet, and I do give prophecies. I do divinations. I do send messages of all different kinds. And so that is coming. I just wanted y'all to know that this is just a small little break period, little hiatus, but it's not going to be for too long. Thank you so much for those of you who support me energetically, who send me good vibrations, pray for me, who do spiritual workings for me to protect me. Thank you for those of you who find some value in what I'm saying and what I'm doing, and who see me in the right light, and who do not try to be a thorn in my side, and those who do not attack me. I appreciate all of you who honor and respect me and who care about me. And I want to say that I send blessings to all of you. Blessings of every type and of every level to all of you who have the right heart towards me, and to those who don't, you shouldn't be listening anyway, because I know shit is going bye in your life, and I know shit is going bad in your life because you're hate watching. Be careful about that hate watching, because the spirits will come and tell me your name and your address, and we'll hit you wherever we need to hit you. So be careful about that hate watching, because I will pick your spirit up. So those of you that care about me and appreciate me and value me enough to take some time out of your day to listen to what I have to say, or to read something that I've written, thank you so much, and namaste.